Only in Japan.
Welcome to Tsukiji. Yeah, I know. The fish market has moved a couple of kilometers down the road to Toyosu. There's no more Maguro auction.
Wait, what? The market and tuna auction isn't in Tsukiji anymore? See, Tsukiji is in central Tokyo. It has an outer market where I am now, and an inner market where the fish was auctioned and sold. That closed on October 6, 2018. The business moved to Toyosu 3 kilometers or 1.8 miles down the road. You may think this changes everything with sushi in the city,
But Tsukiji's outer market still serves some of the best sushi in Tokyo, if not Japan. Behind me is my favorite sushi shop called Sushi Zanmai, and I'm gonna be having sushi with a guy who's been to Japan many times before, but for some reason he's never had sushi in his entire life.
despite being a chain shop, Sushi Zanmai does a great job with quality for cost, which is why it's popular with locals and tourists. The nigiri set is really amazing, but today, it's all about the Maguro, tuna, with this guy. Welcome!
Here he is. How you doing?
You ready for some sushi?
Hey, I've been waiting. Let's do it.
Before we devour some amazing sushi, let's do an overview on the Hon Maguro. In a previous episode, I went aboard a fishing vessel between Hokkaido and Honshu, searching for Japan's most famous Maguro in Oma, Aomori. The tuna are auctioned back in Tokyo, where they cost as much as a new car, then driven back up to Aomori, carved by a professional, separating the 3 levels of meat. Red akami, chutoro in the middle, and the fatty and expensive Otoro. Some call Maguro the Wagyu of the sea. It's the most popular sushi in shops, which has led to dangerously low numbers of Maguro in the seas. But I still eat it on special occasions and in limited quantities. And it's good to try when you're in Japan. When you do, make sure it's at a good place like this. Back at Tsukiji's outer market, the Maguro is being prepared for our early dinner. We've ordered a Maguro set with different styles and cuts. The 3 cuts are first, akami, chutoro, and otoro. Then the chef takes out the blowtorch for number 4. Aburitoro. It's still steaming. The final one is prepared a little differently. Do you know what this is? A little green onion and some ginger on the side to garnish it, and there you are.
This is negitoro. It's minced up tuna, and they put a little bit of green onions in it.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Negitoro is better than good, and it's always the first one I try.
Otoro. That's like the steak of the sea. You know what I'm saying?
It's good. I like it all minced up like that because you don't even have to chew it. It's just kind of,
No. It's, like I said, it's like the A5 steak of the sea. It just melts.
Next up is the blowtorched fatty Maguro, Aburitoro. The heat brings out the flavors, and what I like to say, activates the fats.
How come I didn't get this on my little tray here? What you've been holding out on me?
I'm saving the good stuff for last.
Oh, wow. Some of that touched my lips. I felt like I was being kissed by a mermaid.
Mike, I'm in heaven.
Oh gosh, that's awesome.
This is too good. You know what makes this good? They seem to have blowtorched it, right?
Yeah.
They torched it so there's just a little bit grilled taste to it.
Wow.
But what the blowtorch has done is it's brought out the fats, right?
John, that was the best bite of sushi I ever had in my life. Granted, this is like the only time I had sushi in my life. but that was the best.
That was good. All right, next up is akami.
Akami is the most common in sushi shops when they have maguro on the menu. But quality akami tastes much better than at conveyor belt sushi places.
I'm so shocked. Not as melty as the other one. I was expecting that. It's much leaner meat.
Yeah.
But you can taste the fresh. You can taste the more of a tuna flavor.
Yeah.
In that piece for sure. No, it's more. It's kind of like Wagyu. The leaner pieces sometimes have a much beefier flavor.
Right.
This is like the same thing. Much better tuna flavor, a little less fat. That one's great as well.
So this here is Otoro, and you can see some of the fat in between the tuna. It's more of a premium cut.
Yeah. That's like a combo of fattiness and just great tuna flavor.
I'm glad we ate the akami first because you can taste what it tastes like without the fat. And then when you get that little bit of fat in there, oh man.
Oh, so good. Each piece is better than the last.
Mine had like a second level. I took a bite in it, I got the akami, and then 2 seconds later, the fat hit.
I think if I was gonna do sushi again, I would just exclusively eat tuna.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, that's my favorite. I'm just gonna eat tuna till I drop. That's what I would do. Like, in the morning when they have the fish auction, I would be attached to one of those fish. This looks like Wagyu right here.
Yeah, this is Otoro. This is, actually this would be considered like the A5 Wagyu of tuna.
Tuna has a limited amount of Otoro, which makes it pricier. Usually, you don't have to eat a lot of Otoro. 1 or 2 pieces is enough to take your taste buds to the stratosphere. It takes a few chews for the oils to come out.
Holy shit. The flavor takes like about 8 bites to fully hit you.
That's right. I like Otoro, but personally I prefer Chutoro because I get more of you can taste both the akami and the fat. Otoro is more fat than akami.
Yeah.
But if you like fat,
I love fat.
then that's your king.
I love fat.
Then Otoro rules.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. That was great. You know what? I think I might have what was that first piece we ate?
The negitoro.
Yeah, the seared.
Oh yeah, the broiled.
That's still my favorite. Because you got that little bit of like smokiness to it. And I think that's mixed with a fattiness. That's my sweet spot. That's my happy place. But if you're just talking about completely untouched sushi, the last piece. That fattier the better for me.
Yeah.
It's still smacking my lips right now.
There are so many parts of the tuna, the maguro, that people don't know about. I think I ate at one course, 11-course meal, just maguro. The
Really?
cheek, the tail, the eyeball. There's so many parts of it.
I don't know about the eyeball, but
We didn't eat it
everything
raw.
else.
It was in a soup, actually.
Okay.
But
Still, I mean, that's an eyeball. I mean, I know that's a big Japanese specialty is the eyeball.
yeah,
So you had that?
I did.
How was that?
Yeah.
Gooey?
I don't like to talk about it so
it's
much.
just- I mean,
It was good, but it wasn't,
yeah.
it was an eyeball. It was an
it's
eyeball.
eyeball.
It has like collagen, which is supposed to be good for your skin.
I'm sure that's good for you. All sorts of weird stuff is.
Well, thanks so much, Mike.
Thanks for having me, John. Thanks for
glad-
showing me the ropes.
I'm glad that you came here to Japan. What is it about Japan that you really like? What attracts you to this place?
Well, you know what it is? It's like I feel like there's so much traditional culture here, which is something I really appreciate because I love history and I love people who promote like their own culture and historical places and events and clothing and food. I love that, and I feel like Japan does that. Probably one of the best countries that promotes their culture so well. And plus, the food is amazing.
Yeah.
The Japanese people are like just food innovators.
Yeah.
Every time you come back, there's like somebody created a melon. They just took them 40 years. Somebody made a grape that tastes like ice cream. I don't know. They're just really good at creating all sorts of fantastic food stuff. So
You never get bored in Japan eating.
I'm
Never.
jealous of you. I'm jealous of you. You get to live here. I'm jealous.
Japan is a gastronomical amusement park when it comes to sushi. It's a must for every visitor. I have a feeling Maguro, aka the A5 Wagyu of the sea, may be back on Mike's plate again someday. Because as we've discovered, the best Maguro sushi is only in Japan.